One of the biggest complaints I hear from couples who come and talk to me and need some help is that they feel taken for granted. They feel that their partner just doesn't notice them, let alone the rest of the family. They feel that they are just part of the furniture. They feel that they just are a chief cook and bottle washer, that nobody really notices them, and certainly doesn't value them. And that's pretty miserable, isn't it, to feel that way, that you feel undervalued and that you are just I don't know, either the person who just brings in the money, the person who does all the jobs in the house, the person who looks after the kids, whether you're the chauffeur ferrying the kids around or everybody else around, or just not even valued for being the person you are. That person, not the role that you play, but the person that does all those things. And I just think that is a really horrid feeling to have, and for the other person to treat you that way it's not nice to feel that way. When you first met, you weren't looking for a housekeeper or a gardener or a DIY or someone to cook your meals. You wanted a partner, someone to spend your life with and to have fun with. And that doesn't always seem to happen. As time goes on, people get caught up in life, and of course if you have children, they do take up an awful lot of time, don't they? We can't get away from that one. But it's sad that couples then lose that connection, and they just get caught up in that mundane conversation of what's gone on in the day, or what needs to be done, or the complaints. The children are played up today, they've been awful, I've had a dreadful day at work, I'm really miserable, I've had the traffic was bad, what's for dinner, who's got the shopping. And that's miserable. I just think you need to take time out for each other and just really check it out. Is that how you're treating your partner? Because in the end, they're going to get fed up and they're quite likely to move on. It's no good saying, well, of course I appreciate you. That's not good enough. You know how I feel, you know I love you, you know I appreciate things. That isn't really good enough. It's important to make it clear to your partner, to value them and to show that you really care, and to say it. Really let your partner know that you care and that you do really appreciate them, and that you see them more than just a commodity, because that's how it can end up feeling. I've seen so many couples who just say that. I just don't feel that you notice me. I don't think you value me. I feel lesser in the relationship. I don't feel an equal partner. I don't feel, because I've given up my career to look after the children, because I put my career on the back burner, because I've supported you in your career, all of those kinds of things that crop up, because I stay at home and look after the children, because I took a part-time job because I'm the carer. It really isn't nice to feel that way. And I think so often, I do see that quite a lot, where one person really resents that. And sad to say, it's often the woman who feels that way, because it is the way our society works, that the man should have the career and the woman should give it everything up and just keep house, or be the childminder, or look after the children. And whether you made that agreement or not, it is important that you do value each other, and you do tell each other how much that you do value each other, and you do spend time with each other. Because that's the other thing, I think too often, because we take each other for granted, that you stop spending time with each other, and valuable time. I don't mean, oh, just sitting and watching television. That isn't spending time with each other. I can sit and watch television with anybody. I can go to a film with anybody. I can do lots of things with friends who aren't the most important person in my life. That valuable person, the one person you really care about, there's something special about that relationship, and it should be valued, and it should be, you spend time with each other in that special way. So I hope that that's helpful, and that you really will stop and notice your partner. You will spend time with them, that you'll stop taking them for granted. Just stop and think how you may have been taking your partner, your loved one, for granted, because you may turn right around and find that actually they've had enough, and they've walked and they've gone away, and that is, you can't replace that. It's too precious. You can't get back that time. And sometimes you just turn around and find they've gone, and there's no turning back, because they feel so much of a drudge, so much taken for granted. They've had enough. So that's my kind of tip for today, and I hope you found it useful. And please don't take your partner for granted.